So lately, with the Page injury, a lot of people have been talking about WWE needs an off season, you know? And a lot of people say that in order to have an off season, you'd have to have a union. Like, I don't know, just there's a whole bunch of stuff to explain the union and stuff. I personally can't fully explain how it works, but you can figure it out. But what I'm saying is, okay, let's say if WWE were to have an off season, right? The truth of the matter is, when you combine the pace of storyline telling, and like in the history of WWE when it comes to storylines, and what would realistically make sense, the truth is only December, you know, like post Survivor Series, so the 1-2 days of Survivor, I mean, November and then December would make sense. Maybe, just maybe September, maybe. But I'm going to explain why. Post Survivor Series, late November, tail end of November to December would be the only realistic time for WWE to have an off season. Okay, so when when the new year starts, I'm thinking 2018, you know, the new year just kind of started. We were in January. But as the new year starts, that's when the road to the WrestleMania season begins. So, you know, the road to Royal Rumble. And it usually starts in the beginning of the year. Like December is kind of when they don't do much, you know, but January, that's where everything begins. And then, you know, the talks of the surprise entrance, talks of who's in, speculations. This is where it all begins. And then you got to have February because you got to have that middle pay-per-view between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. And you can't just have Royal Rumble winner, take February off, then go back into March or April. Nah. And then, you know, you obviously have WrestleMania, which is either March to April. Now, some people have made the argument stating that WrestleMania, well, after WrestleMania, like as soon as WrestleMania is done, like the night after, like April, it's called now, like April, March, if it's in after WrestleMania, now it's when the off season should begin. And I'm here to tell you, I highly disagree with that. No, I do not think that right after WrestleMania would be the perfect time to do it. I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, post WrestleMania Raws are usually some of the best Raws, if not the best Raw of the year. Prime example, 1998 post WrestleMania Raw, in my opinion, greatest Raw in WWE history. You're telling me we're supposed to miss that? No fucking way. Let's look at the past few years. Look at WrestleMania. The post Raw for WrestleMania when Dolph Ziggler won that title, won the world title. That Raw is amazing. Like that Raw shot all over WrestleMania 29. Like WrestleMania 29 wasn't even that great. That's 2013. And I'm actually looking back, I'm actually glad they waited for the cash in on post WrestleMania Monday Night Raw. And within the last couple of years and post WrestleMania Monday Night Raw, those are some of the hottest crowds. No, that's the hottest crowd of the year. Like, I wonder what they're gonna do this year. But yeah, like you always wonder, what's the crowd gonna do? That's the new thing, and that's never gonna end. What is the crowd gonna do? Like, I'm being real with you. Wrestling has fallen so low that now on post WrestleMania Raws, people are wondering what the crowd's gonna do. People complain and talk about, oh, the crowd just wants to put themselves over. But here's the thing, guys. It's kind of the fans themselves who kind of made it that way, on like because people talk about wondering what the fans are gonna do. So with you guys talking about wondering what the fans are gonna do, that just amps up the WrestleMania crowd even more. But yeah, bro, post WrestleMania Raw, some of the best, if not the best, Raws in history. I like the 2014 post WrestleMania Raw. I don't remember 2015 to be honest with you. 2016, I kind of forgot to. 2017, when Roman Reigns came out instead of Undertaker. Oh my God. He honestly should have turned heel right there, bro. Oh my God. Those boos, like, they didn't even allow him to talk. Oh my God. Those boos were disgusting. Honestly, I'm kind of convinced, even off that Roman Reigns has surpassed John Cena in getting booed. Like, that is bad. But yeah, like, you can't miss post Raw WrestleMania. Just no way. And plus to the post WrestleMania pay per views like Backlash, Extreme Rules, or whatever is there. Let's go Backlash, Extreme Rules because it's been that way since 1999. First Backlash, now Extreme Rules. Usually, those are huge seed planters within the road to SummerSlam. Whether it's going back to the Attitude Era, when in 1999 you had Rock versus Triple H. No, sorry, it's 2000. 1999 you had Stone Cold versus The Rock, and then The Rock turned babyface after Backlash. What else? That's when in 2002 Hulk Hogan won the WWE title. And then that's in 2003 the tension between Kevin Nash and Triple H started, though the feud wasn't that great, but still a decent storytelling right there. But point is, the Backlash slash Extreme Rules period, some great storylines and seed planters usually happen there. So you can't get rid of that. And then whatever you call the May pay-per-views, usually those are nice continue. Like between the April pay-per-view and the July pay-per-view, it is kind of like the lower point in comparison, but you can't get rid of that. And then you sure as hell can't get rid of the July, which would be usually the King of the Ring, Vengeance, and Money in the Bank. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, this is like the way we're watching wrestling is kind of. But yeah, the whole King of the Ring. No, sorry, King of the Ring. King of the Ring. Fully loaded. Okay, yeah, sorry. The whole King of the Ring to fully loaded time period. You can't get rid of that because you had King of the Ring, then you had Money in the Bank and stuff. So yeah, the whole June and July period, you can't take time off of that because those are humongous seed planters towards the road to SummerSlam. So June, July, double J's. You can't take time off of that. No way. Those are some huge seed planters right there. King of the Rings, Vengeances, Money in the Banks. Like, picture any year pass. You take a break between the June, July period. Nah, man. That's a ton of great stuff missing right there. No way, bro. Whether it was back in the King of the Ring days, the Vengeance in 2002, even Vengeance in 2003, and then you go to the Money in the Bank days, and picture an off-season 2011, no Money in the Bank 2011. NASA, can't work. And then you got SummerSlam, and you can't take time off of that because that's like the WrestleMania of the summer, and You know, they'll sometimes generate big buy rates, big time matches. Nowadays, when Brock Lesnar wrestles, there's only 2 pay-per-views guaranteed to be on within the year: WrestleMania and SummerSlam. That's it. You can't guarantee it to be a Survivor Series. You can't guarantee it to be at Royal Rumble. But you can guarantee it to be at those 2 pay-per-views, WrestleMania and SummerSlam. So you're going to take an off-season during SummerSlam? Don't think so, pal. Now, one could argue maybe September could work. Because usually that's like the really low point of WWE, even in its best years. Like, what was going on? Like, I think it was 1998. Was that the pay per view when Kane and Undertaker faced Stone Cold in the triple threat match, aka the glorified handicap match? I think I don't fully remember, but one I do remember is 2000 when it was Rock versus Undertaker versus Chris Benoit versus Kane. Yeah, like when you compare that month to the rest of to 2000, in comparison, it didn't feel as interesting because okay, no, no Mercy, you had yeah, No Mercy. That's when Stone Cold finally came back. Whereas to September, Stone Cold didn't come back yet, so September maybe could be a realistic time to take off, but that's kind of October to November. Hell no. That's the road to Survivor Series and Survivor Series. No way, bro. You can't take time off of that time period. No way. Survivor Series, that's one of the big 4 right there. Can't do that. And to be honest with you, some people criticize the brand split. I kind of think it brought prestigious back to Survivor Series. I really have. I've been excited for the Raw vs. SmackDown matches. And then this year, I don't know, 2017 just passed, 2018 just started. The Lesnar versus AJ thing was fucking huge. And it actually delivered for the first time in God knows how long since 2015, his match at The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell. Brock Lesnar's finally delivered in the ring. About goddamn time. So you can't get rid of that. So the only realistic times would be September and the tail end of November post Survivor Series to December. That's about it. So this dream of WWE having an off season, even if they did, it only makes sense to do it for a short period of time. Because storyline purposes, it kind of doesn't make any sense to do it for a long period of time. Like a straight 3 to 4 months, no way. That can't work. Half a year, no way, bro. Mm-mm. And worse to taking too much time off for WWE, that's going to give people time to go venture to other things. And who knows, if they get that month or two at it with no WWE in their life, it's going to help them look on to other things. And then wrestling's a shady business. Let's say magically another hot company comes up. While WWE takes that month or two off, that company's going to say, let me do some hot shit within that time period. So when WWE's in their off season, we can pick up some of those fans because some fans just need that wrestling. So realistically, it probably couldn't even work to begin with. And that's just the unfortunate truth. Like, I want these wrestlers to be better. I want them to get injured less, but this business is just kind of hard. That's just how it is, bro. So yeah, realistically, in a fantasy world, this can only work for a month or two, tops. And realistically, will it happen? No, it won't. So give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, especially comment if you can. But the truth is, guys, it just won't happen. It won't happen. and it wouldn't really work out.